It's me, Jessica Viber, and I'm just going to put a trigger warning first. We'll be talking about sexual assault, rape, and drugs. And we are talking about the Seungri case. I know a lot of you guys have wanted an update from my previous Seungri video, so here it is. I'd suggest watching that video first, but I'll also summarize. In my previous video, I talked about the news in that video. I explained all the news that we had at the time of that video. And at the time, all of the news was very vague and it was quite hard to tell what Seungri's role was in the crimes. But I pretty much summarized all the news that I had, and I feel like you guys have probably been following the case as much as I have, so you don't need every single update in this video. So in this video, I plan to give you guys just a quick update on the most important updates in this case, and then I want to talk about a big problem that has risen in the K-pop community that has came from this issue. So reportedly, Seungri encouraged people to get rid of their phones during the first investigation for the case. The police found that Seungri said to Choi Jung-hoon, change your phone, and Jung Jun-yoon also testified to the police that he had gotten rid of his phone while they were filming a show in Los Angeles, and he bought a new phone as instructed to by Mr. Park, who was a member of the chat room. When he returned to Korea from the United States, he claimed that he submitted all of his phones with videos to the police, even though he had gotten rid of his phone that is suspected of containing more recent illegally filmed videos. 6 other members of the chat rooms, including Seungri and others, submitted new phones to the police after changing their phones, and because of this organized destruction of evidence, the police have not been able to check their recent phones, so this is why the investigation has mostly been focused on illegal activities that took place in 2015 to 16. As of March 30th, it was released that Seungri admitted to sharing these pictures and videos, but he says he didn't tape them, he was just resharing them between chats. They were also able to find new chat logs which revealed that they were comparing women they had sex with to comfort women. For those who don't know, they were women who were forced into being sex slaves by the Imperial Japanese Army in World War II. So I'm not going to read out the chat logs because it makes me feel uncomfortable, but in the description I will link you guys to all the information I've got on this case, including the chat logs. But to summarize, they discussed raping and drugging women, and they only ever referred to these said women with derogatory terms and made racist comments about foreign women. And finally, by April 15th, we found out that the police are planning to request for an arrest warrant for Seungri. This is for prostitution solicitation, as well as charging him with distributing illegal footage, tax evasion, embezzlement, and the violation of the Food Sanitation Act. So now I've summarized all the most important news pieces, I want to talk about a big problem in the community, which is the fact that there are people still supporting Seungri. And this is probably one of the most important problems that we discuss about the K-pop community, all fan wars aside, because when it comes to stuff like this, it's more than just K-pop, if that makes sense. So I have seen a lot of people have common sense and have a working brain, but there is a big amount of people who don't, which are shockingly majority of female, which is what upsets me the most. I feel like my viewers know that I'm all for women coming together and that we shouldn't be bringing other women down, especially who have had such horrific things done to them down. So if any Seungri defender is watching this, I just want to tell you, before a K-pop stan, you were born as a woman gave birth to you, and you were defending a man who has been involved with raping and drugging innocent women. And it's just so wrong. And for what too? Because he's kind of good looking? Because some of his songs are okay? Because of a personality he's put onto a camera for his fans? I know that it could be hard to take in that he, along with other men, are toxic criminals, but you need to wake up and get a grip. There are 100 K-pop boys who haven't scarred innocent women. Think about the victims, it's more than just K-pop. Imagine if someone close to you had been treated the way those women had been treated by them, and you see thousands of people defending this criminal just because he's your oppa. Girl, it's not cute. Seeing people shame these victims because they're making Seungri's life hard or whatever, which is just next level disgusting. But I think worst of all, there are people who are sexualizing Seungri and his goons, and I've just seen so many disgusting posts that say they want Seungri to do these disgusting things to them. They take the victim's stories and turn it into some fanfic fantasy, and it's just so low and disgusting. These are real women who have probably been scarred for life because of what these men have done to them. Getting sexually harassed, raped, drugged, it just affects someone so badly, and seeing people turn it into some sort of fantasy just makes me sick. I could go on and on about how disgusting it is, but I'm sure you get the idea. It's just shocking that I actually have to say this in a video and address it in a video. It's shocking to me that people don't know that this is like wrong and that you shouldn't do this stuff. So I just want to remind any Seungri defender, if you're watching this, you are a woman before you're a K-pop stan, and you need to really reflect deeply on what I've said in this video. Defending a criminal is not cute or unique, and there's something wrong with you, and you need to reflect on your actions. So that's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to repeat my point anymore. I feel like I've said my point enough for you guys to get, and that's gonna be it for this video. If you want to keep in touch with me, you know, follow me on the socials, let me know what you think, and if there are any comments that are defending criminals and shaming these victims, then I'm just gonna delete you and block you. Bye bye now, see you later.